Audio test, video test, audio test, video test. Audio test. We have audio and we have video. All right. Trying out this new chair I got for free. It's supposed to be one of those zero gravity chairs. We'll see. It sits up higher than that chair over there. And one of the armrests, my left hand, is loose and I need to tighten up. But yeah. Hello. Welcome. I am Blazar Gaming. Playing Marvel Heroes Omega on the PC. And yeah. My goal is to continue to collect cosmic artifacts. Hope this chair works out. We'll see. Phil Coulson wants us to go and do some holosim waves. I'm playing Loki. We're going A through Z with the heroes, and I am currently on L. L for Loki. Yeah, the color of the chair doesn't quite fit much, but guess it's time to get these guys out here playing. Ooh. Oh, I don't need to pick any of this kind of stuff up. I don't need to pick anything up except Splinter. But yeah, that ran me out of spirit. But Holosim Wave 1 is done. 4 to go. MODOK. 2 down, 3 to go. Then Jets. All right, 3 down, 2 to go. All right. I just realized I'm missing something on my screen. Not that big a deal, but fixed. Fixed. All right. 4 down, 1 to go. One to go. What's next? All right. Das gut. I'll take that. Pretty simple to do with Loki. And now Coulson is happy. Now it is harder to get in and out of this chair. Well, not harder, but it takes longer, if that makes sense. It's a power recliner. Power recliner. So I push a button and I have to wait till it tilts me forward. It's one of those zero gravity chairs that cost so much money, but it was given to me for free. And I'm very appreciative. I need an Allen wrench to tighten up the left armrest. A 3/16. I had a bunch of Allen wrenches, but for some reason I didn't have a 3/16. So I ordered a couple little things from Amazon. Some more compressed air for cleaning out my computer filters. And what did I order? Some compressed air. An Allen wrench set that had a 3/16 in it. Oh, and a magnetic screwdriver. I seem to have lost mine. Magnetic head screwdriver. So a couple little items here and there. Actually, I can't remember the last time I had a magnetic head screwdriver. Oh well, I ordered one. It was a few bucks. Alright. I didn't look to see what's running on. Operation Omega, still active. Friend or foe, Shield or Hydra. Alright, we got Shield going. See if there's anything going on in Hightown. Oh, yesterday I didn't make it back in the afternoon after my midday break because I got this chair delivered and then I went out. Yesterday I was having one of my rare good days. So I went out. I left the building. Hammerheads. I don't get those good days often. Nobody cares what you think, Kingpin. Oh, is my volume correct? I don't think so. Nope. It's a little low, isn't it? Sorry about that. Where's Magik? Magik must have gotten run over by... There we go. Thank you, Miss RNG. For starting the morning out great. My first crossbones of the day. I get a cosmic CTC. Miss RNG is always so good to me. Now, if I can just get a cosmic flag while I'm here, I'd be very happy, very grateful. Where's the iron doofus? There he is. Alright. Burned up all my spirit. You wonder how I burn up all my spirit. It's because I switched to my area clear power, ricochet beam or whatever it's called, bouncing bolt. It burns a lot more spirit than my single spender. My single spender doesn't burn any spirit.
On today's menu, all you can eat defeat.
But when I switch to the ricochet to take out totems and my bouncing bolt, I mean, it really eats up the spirit. 7.2 is all it costs, but I have none. Wonder if I should get him a something that actually gives him more blue stuff. or more. Well, this one gives him regen. It's not enough though. All right.
No mortal can truly understand sorcery.
Look, it's the divine Ms. M.
But I hope everything's going well with you guys. The chair doesn't go with my decor, but I can always throw something over it, like sheepskin or something. Shield agents, yeah. I want a cosmic flag. Did realize I forgot to turn my fan on. I need to turn my fan on. So, be right back. It's too soon to tell if this chair is going to be okay or not. Oops. Put my monitor back in place. All right. My University of Tennessee Volunteers played last night. I recorded it and went to bed. And of course, when I turned the news on this morning, I saw the scores. But that's okay. I can watch it this evening, fast forward through it. Mandarin, huh? Guess I can quickly go do a Mandarin.
Somebody's in for a hell of a fight.
A fight. Let's lean back a little more. There's what I'm looking for. The crossover. Eyelash in my eye.
Your little cannot be. A handful of trinkets cannot defeat Loki.
Yes, I have seen Spider-Man Homecoming. It's great. Well, it's not great. It's really good. It's worth watching. I need to see it a few more times before I can determine how it really is. I only saw it one time in the theaters.
What do you want from me?
When I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I thought, hey, that's really good.
There and I have.
I'd like to see that again.
Let's leave it at that.
When I saw Wonder Woman, I thought, man, that's great. I want to see that lots of times. And then when I saw Spider-Man Homecoming, I went,
You'll need more than
okay, that's pretty good. I need to see that again to determine if it was good or not. I'll own all three of them. That was the other thing I ordered from Amazon. Besides a screwdriver and some Allen wrenches and some compressed air for cleaning out my computer filters, I ordered the Guardians of the Galaxy Blu-ray. Speak with magic, blah, 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 blah. I don't need any of that. I got Mandarin done. Let's go back to Hightown, I guess. Yes, I've seen all the MCU movies. And I have pretty much all of them on Blu-ray, except the ones that haven't come out on Blu-ray yet. All right. Which one was your favorite? Am I far enough away? Nope. Spider-Man Homecoming's your favorite so far? Like I said, I need to see it again. Vulture is probably my favorite villain out of all the MCU movies. Well, Loki's always really good. I don't know. Loki is a great villain. Loki and Vulture are both great villains. My favorite movies are probably the Avengers movies because of Scarlet Witch. I really like Scarlet Witch. I like Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch. And I have a feeling I'm really going to like the Captain Marvel movie when it comes out in a couple of years. I kind of favor women over men. I like women. Yeah, Michael Keaton. I like Michael Keaton, the actor. He's a good actor. Well, you're going to have to wait to see it. I don't want Serpent Warrior. We've got Thor Ragnarok coming up next. And then we have Black Panther coming up after that. And then we have Infinity War. So we've got Thor and Black Panther coming up. Yes, I've seen Spider-Man Homecoming. I saw it. Oh yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I like Evangeline Lilly. So I'm probably going to like that one a lot too. Like I said, I like women. I'm a big fan of women. Ah. Iron Spider suit. Yeah, it looks cool. I have the Iron Spider suit. I don't wear it when I play. I use the Spider Girl suit. My favorite male superhero? Probably Doctor Strange. Because I prefer magic. I prefer paranormal over normal, and I prefer magic over physical, and I prefer ranged over melee. And at this point in time, Doctor Strange is about the only magic-based Marvel character that I can think of right now. Oh, I don't need that. The Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, okay. I need to look at that one, I think. Have I seen all credit? I'm not sure what you mean. Credit. I think that means scene credits. All the credit scenes, yes. You just misspelled it. Yep. Yep, I've seen all the post-credit. All the post-credit scenes. Slot 4.
Where should I start?
Okay, more health, more attack speed, more summon damage rating, more durability. That works. Cool. You are welcome to stop by anytime. Hopefully, you'll be entertained or maybe learn something. I'm currently playing Loki. Oh yeah, Loki's a magic-based character. Male. I still prefer the Sorcerer Supreme. Even though Loki scoffs at him.
Ambition should be made of sterner stuff.
Oh yeah. I need to go and spend some more. Need to spend some more orders of the hand. I need to keep trying to spend as much as I can of those things, or before they take the vendor away. They're coming to take him away, ha ha. They're coming to take him away, ho ho. To the funny farm. Actually, they won't take the vendor away, but they'll take the vendor rewards for the Defenders event away.
Just a frightened child in a motley costume.
What do I need? I don't need any of it.
And have seen no one compare to your crystalline form.
Don't need any of this stuff. I'm just
Let me get this
Just
straight.
spending to
You
spend.
guy now?
Just spending for the sake of spending. Good. Spent all my, well, all but 44. Pretty much, I stream 6 days of the week. Let's see, the melee rings are these guys. Running out of room again. Start throwing stuff back here. Oh, the lucky chain. Good enough.
Why do you waste your time on this paltry planet, Surfer?
Not tradable, not droppable, cannot be sold. Crown of Lies. Mercenary rifle. Oh, yeah, don't need those. Uh-oh. Blah, 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 blah.
Now, Cap, I don't say this to many dudes, but I respect the hell out of you.
Green goes away.
Have a care who you wish for.
All right, let's who we have here? Flirt. Ugh.
Is that Captain America over there?
We'll go try Flirt. This could be very painful. We'll see. Could be very painful. Cool. I hope you enjoy Twitch. The Twitch app's pretty good. Oops, don't want to forget my fruit juice over here. I've already forgotten. See you. Come by anytime. Thanks for stopping by. All right. There's a bunch of us out there. Have a good day.
Somebody's in for a hell of a fight.
All right, Magic. Oh, are you ready, Magic? Oh, there's a couple more doofuses over there. Not anymore. Let's go do this, Magic. What kind of affixes has he? Time warp. Ooh, I'm not sure what that is.
Big sword.
We got some good damage going here. That's a good thing. Oh, that wasn't so bad after all.
Perhaps you should battle lesser foes.
Tell him, Loki. Oh, I didn't need that. Oh. Got a question. Can you actually use more than one of these at a time? Yes, you can. I'll keep saving those. Saving those up. I don't need another cuirass. All right.
What's wrong? Need a little backup?
Yo, Thor, that was some party the other night. You could barely keep up with me.
All right. Should we go back to high? Oh no, it's time. It's time to switch to Luke Cage. Luke Cage is next.
I'm ready to bust some heads.
Luke Cage is next. Let's go check out Midtown. Let's see if they turned on Midtown Madness since they never got around to doing it yesterday. Because they were on holiday. Alright, what's going on? Next event, 10 seconds. Die!
Shut that down hard.
Silly ninjas. Sinister in the library. Oop, I'll take that. Sorry.
Shut down.
Jessica Jones is so funny. Yep, they finally turned on Midtown Madness.
I know. I'm old again.
Used to think you were tough.
Inventory overload. Inventory overload.
You can't defeat humanity.
All right.
Boss said take you out.
Boss said, take you out.
Play at this level.
I'm still getting used to all this strength.
All right, mutants. The brother.
The blob ain't moving for nobody.
The blob ain't moving for nobody. All right, where are you, Jessica? See if you can't get them all to come together. Well, I don't need toad or a blob. Catch my breath.
I won't make the mistake of letting you live.
What's Storm gonna do if Owen's sad? Raise the community?
Kingpin, Mandarin, Ultron, Tombstone. You tough enough for Tombstone? Okay, use these. Not that one. Crowbars, nope. I do use these. Not that one. Not that one. I do use these. That's it. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope.
Let's just get a new one.
That bulletproof skin would make you a great test subject, Luke.
Who wants some of this?
Your attire distracts male targets. An excellent advantage.
Sweet Christmas. So what do we know about Luke Cage? Luke Cage. While serving prison time for a crime he did not commit, former gang member Carl Lucas volunteered for an experiment that gave him enhanced strength and unbreakable skin. He promptly used his new abilities to escape prison, returning to his boyhood streets of Harlem. Rather than returning to crime, he took the name Luke Cage and became a mercenary hero for hire, using his powers to help anyone who could afford his asking price. More recently, he has served with distinction on the New Avengers. June 1972. Oh, wow. He's been on every... he's been in every team. I'm unstoppable. Until somebody stops you. What's this thing up here?
Where's these guys?
All right. Who's next? Nobody's here. They're probably down here at Crossbones. Yep. I hate that power. I don't hate it, but I wish it at least would walk me up to the guy. Instead of having me swinging out in the middle of the air like a doofus. Makes Luke Cage look like a doofus. Does he have a crash down strike? Nope. If I had something that would get me to my opponent before I go swinging wildly into the air like that, it's ridiculous. But it's a necessary evil. Or a necessary buff. So my next elbow drop does 3 times damage. Cosmic Cupcake. Hope everyone is doing well today. Oh, I didn't need that. That's okay. I'll drop it over here. Cosmic Cupcake. You know, they call these things
Yes, I have been spending.
zero gravity chairs,
Why do you ask?
but I'm not floating in the air, am I? So they're not really zero gravity chairs. They're supposed to distribute your weight, but We'll see. Black Cat. Jessica, settle down. I know you want to get out there, bust some heads. But girl, just settle down. Alright. Nope. I want to look at this one.
Somewhat. Black Cat's got sticky fingers. Nobody's perfect.
Some of these are a bit untested.
Untested. Slot 2. Alright, so a little less health and damage, but +2 to fighting and -1 to durability. So I'm adding 160 damage and losing 60 damage and 300 health. And some defense here and there. Blah, 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 blah. I'll take it. I'll take the more base damage and the more crit. Ooh, need to spend some points. 1, 2. What was that in? Fighting. Anarchy of Green Goblins. Just realized I haven't stretched my legs yet. Where is everybody? Everybody's working on this guy. You can't swim or sing. What are you doing in there? Stay out of my karaoke bar. Learn to sing. Scroll X-Men.
Don't worry about me. I like playing.
Ah! I gotta remember, run up to the guy and then hit that power. It's ridiculous.
Truly, you had no hope of victory.
Adapting to neutral.
Oh yeah. Gorgon in Hightown. Gorgon in Hightown. Hightown. Gorgon in Hightown. I don't see Gorgon in Hightown. But there is a crossbones. Alright. Yep, there she is. Third says, Jessica still with me? Yeah, she's still with me. Sweet Christmas. Don't stand in the poison. Don't stand in the poison. Oh, don't stand in the poison. Don't stand in the poison. mage was here. Oh, I got him, but he got me. All those explosions. Blew up right at the end. Took me out. I kept teetering on low health. But I need Gorgon. I don't have much time left. Is this Gorgon over here? Yes. Ah, I hate that. Hey, I was behind you. How'd you do that? Uh-oh. Ah. Bad news. I don't know if I got him or not. I doubt it. He still had pretty much a lot of health. Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete. Control Alt Delete. Come on. Give it back. Give it back to me. Give it back, give it back, give it back. Give it back, give it back, give it back to me. Come on. Give me back control. I think this is the longest it's ever taken to give me back control. There we go. Just have to be patient. Holy cow. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica took him out for me, I guess. Since I was non-respondent. Now you can put the car down, girl. I was expecting to be running back.
Shut that down hard.
Don't need a car, Gills, at all. Okay. Alternate reality room. Nah. Don't need any of that stuff. I'll take that. I do need to go stretch my legs though.
Every time I stay with him, I get a sudden hankering for you.
All right. I'll take a break over here by the fish tank. With me and my bullet holes hoodie on. All right, guys. Oh, yeah. It's not that easy getting up out of this thing. All right. I'll be back. Stretch my legs. Finish up my juice and get my water bottle.
I'll let you borrow my powers, though, but you have to promise not to abuse them, because that's my job.
Back into the chair. Set my monitors back up. Oops, wrong way. All right. That feels pretty good. Whatevers. So, where to now? Let's go get Shocker out of the way real quick.
Mention it to y'all one more time, Deadpool. I dare.
Shocker, shocker, shocker.
Telling you up front, a job like this involves a lot of help.
You a big deal supervillain. Huh. Not from where I stand.
Defense.
Okay, but I warn you, I have a throbbing headache right now.
Hey,
Doom. Ouch. Good job, Jessica. Pop my ultimate. Christmas. Nick Flurry, huh? Dupe. Dupe of Earl. Dupe. Dupe of Earl. Oh, look at that one. Ah.
Some of these are a bit untested.
Green. Slot 1. And I wonder who wrote the book of law. It's a whole lot less brutal strike rating. But everything else goes up. So, what does that do to my brutal strike rating? It's at 46. 45. So I just lost 1%. That's okay. Got no problem with that. No problem with that at all. Sinister 6. Of course, it's the other end of the world.
Shut the hell up.
Jessica.
Here's the
Behave, Jessica. Sweet Christmas. All right. Ooh. Nope. Be another big loss of Brutal Strike. But pick up a 8% base damage though. Oh. Orders of the hand.
Let's just get a new one.
I do enjoy a nice
Slot 4. Brotherhood. My ultimate's not back yet. Well, less than a minute.
Nice to have a pro by my side.
Sure. Sure, why not?
You know, Logan, it's one thing to be a lone wolf D-bag, but you can at least be nice about it.
Sweet Christmas. All right. Get anything interesting?
Every time I see you, I get a sudden hankering for D-bag.
Nope. I got friends. Midtown boxes, yep. They forgot to activate it yesterday. So we get it today. Midtown Madness took a holiday yesterday, just like the rest of our country did. We took a Labor Day holiday, just like we did. Wow, that's 3 times in a row I've gotten that one. You think I should keep that one? I keep getting it 3 times in a row.
Don't worry about me. I like playing.
3 times in a row I've gotten that 3% less area damage taken.
Christine would make you a great test subject, Luke.
3 times in a row. Think it's telling me something? Probably not. Let's put a couple things away here. Oop, it's not where that goes. Ouchies. It goes not there. There. Frightful 4 in the library with a candlestick. Don't stand in the blue stuff. Blue stuff is bad stuff. Sweet Christmas. I just can't see what's going on at all. Hopefully I'll get a ranged character after Luke. Sweet Christmas. Who wants Tromeo? Nobody wants Tromeo. Go away, Tromeo. Didn't even work up a sweat. Jessica.
Doom needed no help. Perhaps I will not obliterate you this day.
Excuse me. Can you subscribe to my channel on YouTube? You know, I'm going to give you some advice. You said you just now got the Twitch app. The best thing to do is to start observing. When you go in and start saying a whole bunch of stuff, when you ask people to follow, to subscribe, and you do all this kind of stuff, you annoy people, and then you get a bad name and a bad reputation. You don't want to do that. Since you're new to Twitch, I think you're new to Twitch, you need to kind of just observe. Find some places that you enjoy, occasionally participate, but yeah, when you go around and start asking people for stuff, then you're going to get a bad reputation on Twitch. And before you know it, you'll find yourself banned everywhere. You don't want to do that. So you seem like you're really, really young. So I'll give you a break. First of all, you got to be 13 years old before you're on Twitch. So remember that. If you're younger than 13, never ever tell anybody that, because you'll be banned permanently. So you just seem really young. So be careful. And no, I'm not going to subscribe to your channel. So be careful. Minimum age on Twitch is 13. So there you go. A little bit of good advice that'll help your Twitch vacation or whatever journey, your Twitch journey. My stream values lurkers above all. A lurker is somebody who never speaks. I was a lurker for many, many years on Twitch before I ever even logged in and said anything. As far as I know, I've never annoyed anybody. I hope. There you go. Little bit of advice that'll make your Twitch journey much easier, much happier. Christmas. What time? Okay, good. It's just about time to switch. Melee's wear me out. Ooh, did you guys see that?
Nothing else comes close.
It happened again. Green Goblin token. That's the second one in. When did I get the other one? Was it last week or the week before last?
Dude, watch this.
Keep getting these really, really rare drops because Miss RNG loves me. I'm good to her. And I put her above her pesky brother. And she rewards me for it. What would be better? Buying a Spider-Man Omega pack or experience boosters? Remind me what the Spider-Man Omega pack is. Jessica. Let's go see if I can figure out what the Spider-Man Omega pack is. I don't know what the Spider-Man Omega pack is. Oh, yeah, I don't know anything about console. And it really depends on you. If you're the kind of person that is impatient for getting experience, then you'd want to go with the experience boosters. If you're a patient person and you're willing to wait, then you can go for the Spider-Man Omega Prestige stuff. It really depends on you. I personally have never bought any experience boosts, but then I was willing to wait a whole year before I ever even tried the Cosmic Drop. I'm a patient person. I'm never in a hurry for anything. But I don't know you. So I've got lots and lots of experience potions throughout the years, but I, got them either from fortune cards or from running terminals. We get them free on the PC through Mark 1 cards that we can get for free by running terminals that give us stuff. So It really depends on you. You. I don't know what kind of person you are. If you're impatient or patient. It's completely up to you. All right, who's next on my list here? Yeah, I know that. And that might be important on the console. I don't know. We don't need it on the PC version at all. Everything's too easy on the PC version of the game right now anyway. Everything's too easy. So we don't need anything like that. I know we're eventually going to get it, but if the Omega difficulty coming in next month, hopefully next month, is not very difficult, then I have no need for any Omega Prestige ever. I'll probably never ever invest in it. So, but if Omega Prestige is really super difficult and that I actually need that stuff, hint, hint, hint for any old developers out there that's listening. If they want people to spend money on that stuff, they're going to have to give us difficult content. Or people are going to be like me and go, why bother? I'm already stomping everything now. I don't need to spend money to stomp them even worse. So it's really up to the difficulty that they give us. But I personally don't see any need for it on the PC. On the console, I don't know. Maybe everything's difficult. I don't know anything about the console. Who's after Luke Cage? Magik. Do you believe in Magik? Of course I believe in Magik. She is awesome.
That was far too long to
You need infinity points? Does Omega Prestige give you infinity points? Probably not. Does Experience Boost give you infinity points? Absolutely. The more experience, the more infinity points. So maybe you answered your question. Your own question. Your need is infinity points. Which of the two that you asked me about gives you more infinity points? The experience boost. So I think you already have the answer to your question. All right. Oh, I need to go to Green Gobbles so I can... So I can pop this. Green Goblin. I wonder what his chance to drop this thing is. See how many we got. See, we got one a couple weeks ago or last week. Now we got another one. Bloop. That's 3. Back to Magik.
Though I rule a barren wasteland, perhaps I can save this place from its fate.
So there you go. If your need is really infinity points, then experience boost is what is the better choice of the two options. Yeah, I read all that. That's 140 times 4, 560% base damage. Or, not really. I call it base damage, but they just call it regular damage. Plus 348% damage. That I don't know. I don't know what will be faster. I don't know what the whole prestige setup is on the console. On PC, each prestige 1 through 6 is the same amount of time to get to 60 as leveling to 60 is. And then the 7th time takes 25 times longer. I don't know anything about the console. You might want to find a console streamer and ask them questions, because I don't know. I don't own a console. I don't want to own a console. And the newest console coming out in November, that Xbox One X, is already obsolete. So I wouldn't want that one, even if somebody gave it to me free. I have no use for it. It's obsolete. But yeah, I don't play on console. All right. Well, regular XP is less than boosted XP. You understand that, I'm sure. Regular XP is... oh, after 10. So you'd have to do 10... you have to level 10 times before you can get to the boosting. Yeah. I don't know. Somebody may have worked out the math. You could probably Google it. Somebody probably already has your answers. Let's put a couple things away. I need to stretch my legs again. Let's put that there. A ring goes there. This goes there. Keep saying how I need to add a new let's put these two back here, I guess, for now. I'm not sure about that. Let's see. Marvel forums. Oh, great. Can't see the edge of that monitor because of this monitor. Let's see. No. Where is general discussion? nope. I guess it's in the. I don't know. Since when did I become Google? Let's get back to here. No, not there. Release notes. Defenders event. Blah, 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 blah. And what was the question you asked? Did they raise boss rare item drop rate? I doubt it. Daily missions. Artifacts. Costumes. Hero specific experience bonus. Nope. Doesn't look like it. All right. Oh, I need to stretch my legs. All right. Okay, stretching my legs. I'll be back in a moment. All right. There we go. I'll be honest with you, my builds aren't that great. I don't build for max damage. I don't build for an action RPG. I build for comfort. If you're wanting maximum DPS, you don't want to follow my builds. But if you like simple, easy, who cares what kind of damage you do? Screenshot. Take a screenshot. There's my build. In 10 seconds, I'm through with Moon Knight, so take your screenshots. Take your screenshots. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you gleaned the information you were looking for. Yeah. Yeah, I've got over 1,400 infinity points, I think. Over 1,400 infinity points. Who do we have over here? Nick Fury in Hightown. He's not going to be around in 6 minutes. Let's go do Shocker real quick. I've been playing the game for over 3 years. That's why I have so many infinity points.
It is always so surprising what you can find on a battlefield.
Oh. Oh, I remembered. I remembered. Karigi's katana. I don't think I need a Karigi's katana. Definitely don't need that. I play Blade without the thirsty thing. There's a talent. There's a talent that turns off thirst. My blade still does crazy damage, even without thirst.
You turn my brother against me, Spider-Man. An apology may not cover it.
Could be, like I said, I don't particularly care about doing maximum damage. I care about maximum simplicity and comfort. Because I play games to have fun. And complicated and difficult is not fun for me. Simple and comfortable is fun for me. Now, I guess if I was one of those esports people that made a living out of being the best, but I'm not, so I don't care. I missed the door, missed the door. But everything in this game's so easy anyway. You could just about play this game and never put on any armor. I know you could level to 1 to 60 and never put anything in any slot in normal mode. Alright, Miss RNG. I'd sure like to get a Cosmic Gem of the Cursed. Oh. I didn't realize I'd hit my ultimate. That was an accident.
Tell the boss about this.
Fastest way to farm infinity points. The fastest way I know of, but it costs a lot of credits, is to play in Cosmic Midtown and do legendary quests and keep re-rolling your legendary quests until you get a Midtown. And it costs 15,000 if you're level 60 to re-roll. So this one says Industry City. You could either go to Industry City if you want, but I like to farm Midtown. So I do Midtown, Cosmic Midtown, and then I keep re-rolling until I get a Midtown legendary. And I'll spend millions and millions of credits doing that. So you have to have millions and millions of credits if you really want to get a lot of experience fast. Just that way you're doing two things simultaneously, both of which that gives experience. Legendary quests and Cosmic Midtown. You do them simultaneously. And if you don't have credits, then you can buy the credit boosts and farm credits at the same time you're doing. Plus, you'll be farming Odin marks. So you'll be getting lots of credits, lots of Odin marks, lots of experience. All at the same time. But you'd have to pop the... You'd have to take currency boosts. Currency boosts. I've already burnt my ultimate power by accident. So I'm not going to be much help in here. Just got to try to stay alive. That's not going to do it. Standing in the blue things. All right. All right. So who is this person we have here? Ilyana Nikolaevna Rasputin. Younger sister to the X-Men's Colossus. Ilyana was raised into a world that would continuously try to engulf her. Abducted by the demon Lord Belasco. Okay. It wasn't Mephisto, it was Belasco, who kidnapped Ilyana. Was raised in the hell dimension Limbo in order to allow Belasco the means to ascend to absolute power. Belasco's plan ultimately relied on the corruption of the young Ilyana's soul. For each piece of her soul he corrupted, Belasco would harness its power, ultimately resorting to teaching her the dark arts in order to complete her corruption. Ilyana began executing Belasco's downfall, invariably taking his place as the mutant ruler of Limbo. (1975). Sinister Six. Yeah, they were about 10 years apart. 10 or 11. She was 6 or 7. He was 16 or 17. When he went to be an X-Man. He went to Xavier School. He was a teenager. She was just a little kid. Then that Belasco kidnapped her when she was 6. And time moves differently in Limbo than it does on Earth. So she spent about 10 years in Limbo. So she became a teenage girl, overthrew Belasco, and then came back to the Earth and was almost as old as her brother. To her brother, she'd only been gone for a couple of weeks, I think. But she aged 10 years. So all of a sudden, his little sister was almost the same age as him. His 6-year-old sister was now about 16. I think he was 17 or 18, maybe. And she had way more power than him. And was also the queen of an entire dimension. And then she started training with Dr. Strange to help her with all her magic knowledge. She'd only learned the dark arts. He had to teach her to do good magic and not the dark arts. But she did form her sword. That sword that she carries around is not a real sword. It's called the Soul Sword. And it was forged with the parts of her soul that Belasco corrupted. So she carries her soul in her sword. But she's got this continuous fight going on inside her because her soul isn't complete. And has been, so much of it had been corrupted. So she's got this constant battle of good and evil, darkness and light going on inside her. But she's extremely powerful. Extremely powerful.
Of course, I will have whatever I am needed.
So she's working with Dr. Strange to try to get things under control. And hopefully working with a psychologist or psychiatrist for that battle going on inside her head between good and evil. Oh yeah, she's the queen of Limbo. At any time, she can summon her subjects to come to her aid. She's their queen. There they are. Yep. We all have choice to make. Whether to be a good person or a bad person. It's completely up to us. Now, yeah, our environment can influence. Our mentors can influence. But ultimately, it's up to us. Oops. Did it again. Accidentally popped my ultimate power. Didn't mean to. It happens. Might as well take advantage of it.
Wait, that's it? That's all you got?
Yeah, her ultimate turns her into a demon. She becomes the Dark Child. She does a big dot. Her damage rating goes up. Her critical hit damage goes up. Her brutal strike damage goes up. Her health regen goes up. It doesn't boost her crit or brute. It just makes them bigger. Her crit and brute is something I already had. %58 crit, nearly 42% brute. This just makes them hit that much harder. Her crits and brutes. She turns into the Dark Child. You tough enough for Tombstone? I've got 3 range spitters. Soul Brand automatically applied when I hit with the sorcery power. I got the big guy, Fist of Nazareth. Nazareth. Fist of Nastir. Got Vengeful Spirits automatically triggering. And my demons all do double damage when I pop my ultimate power. I mean my signature power. When it comes to crit and brute, think of it this way. If you had 100% brutal strike, but only had 10% crit, how often are you going to brutal strike? Every time you crit. How often are you going to crit? 1 out of 10 times. So 100% brute and 10% crit is pretty terrible. You want to balance. You want to balance. You've got to crit before it's converted to a brute. If you don't crit, you never brute. So first thing you need is crit. Minimum of about 40% crit. 50 is better, 60 is best. 70 is insane crit. We used to get 70 crit and 70 brute. They changed the game because that was redonkulous. That was ridiculous. So you want to start off getting crit. What determines how much crit damage you do is by crit damage on crits. But then you have to think, all right, let's say you do get your crit up to 60%. Let's say 3 out of every hits is a crit. So, if you know that you're going to be critting 3 out of every 5 times, then crit damage becomes valuable to you. Because crit damage increases the amount of damage you do when you crit. But then suppose your brutal strike rating gets up to, say, 40, 50%. Well, let's say 40. So if you've got 50% crit, or what did I say, 60%? So if you know 3 out of 5 hits is going to be a crit, and then you have 40% brute, so you know 2 of those 3 are going to be brutes. Well, now you're going to have 2 normal hits, 1 crit, and 2 brutes. So all of a sudden brute damage is more important. I didn't exactly do that right. My math was off. 2 out of 5 are brute of your crits. 3 out of 5 hits will crit. And 2 out of 5 crits will brute. You get the understanding. You can't focus on just one thing. If you threw everything into crit to where you had 100% crit, but only your crits just double your damage, you haven't done a whole lot. If you don't have any damage to start with, then it doesn't matter how much crit and brute you have. You're not going to be hitting very hard. I like a balance. I like a balance of damage, crit damage, brute, and brute damage. You can't focus on one thing. A person that focuses totally on damage and no crit and brute and anything else, he's not doing very well. A person that only focuses on crit, he's not doing it very well. If you focus on anything beyond crit, but you don't have much crit, you're not doing very well. It's a balance. My analogy is, that I like to use is, let's say you've got 100% crit and 100% brute. That means every hit you do is always going to be a brutal strike. Nothing but big red numbers. But then you never put any damage in. And you never put any brute damage in. Then what do you have? Very low damage. Just a lot of big red. You got a lot of little red numbers. Now, you can't reach 100% crit and 100% brute all the time, but if you could, and you neglected everything else, then all you would have is just red numbers. But they'd be little tiny red numbers. Who we got? Anarchy of Garbles. Green Garbles. It's Loki. Yeah. Yeah, all that I was just talking about, and I didn't even refer to survivability. When I build a character, I focus on survivability first. Because you could do the most damage of anybody else in the entire world. But if you can't stay alive, you can't deal it. You could work out in the training room on the training dummies and break a world record for DPS. Step foot in the Cosmic Patrol and fall over. Run back, fall over. Run back, fall over. You're doing 0 damage. Even though you just broke the world record of DPS for Marvel Heroes. You're doing 0 damage out there in the game. It's useless. Now, not that you can't learn a lot, I guess, from beating on dummies in the training room, but you still gotta survive to be able to deal damage. So I build my survivability first, and then from that point on, every infinity point I get goes into increasing DPS. But that's just me. Some people ignore survivability altogether until they realize they can't survive. And then maybe they'll make one change. I played a glass cannon fire mage in Tier 4 World of Warcraft raids. I did way more damage than anybody else in my raid. But I also had a whole lot less health than anybody else in my raid and had to play very carefully. I also had to worry about aggro too back in those days. So I had to monitor my aggro because I was way beyond the tank's aggro. On the Prince fighting Karazhan, I'd go in, the tank would pull, I'd go find a nice safe spot, and I'd sit there and watch. I'd watch the fight. I couldn't do anything. Because as soon as I started ramping up my DPS, I'd pull aggro off the tank. So the tank would pull, the fight would begin, and I'd watch the health on Prince. He was the final boss in Karazhan. And I'd watch. He'd get to 95%. And I'd watch. And then he'd be at 90%. And then I'd watch. And then just as he's approaching 85% health, then I'd start scorching. 5 scorches would boost my damage by 30%. And then I'd start fireballing. And then I'd watch my aggro meter. I wasn't even on it to start. Everybody way ahead of me because they'd been fighting for 15% health on the boss. And I'd climb. I'd climb up that aggro meter so fast it'd make your head spin. Then I'd get the warning from my user interface that I'm about to pass the tank. So I had a ability that I could pop that would drop all my aggro and give me a big boost to mana, because by that time I'm about out of mana. So
Some of these are a bit untested.
I'd pop that ability, I'd get my mana back, and I'd go back to not even being on the aggro chart. Then I'd pop my 5 scorches, get my 30% damage back up, and start fireballing. And watch myself climb right up the aggro meter again. Then I'd get the warning, I'm about to pass the tank again. And I had another ability I could pop that would drop my aggro completely. It was called Ice Block. So I'd pop Ice Block, drop my aggro completely. Ramp my scorches back up, start to fireball it again. And then by that point, Prince would be down. But twice in that fight, even though I waited till 85%, because by the time Prince goes down, I'm passing the tank again a third time. It's insane how much damage I was doing on that little fire mage. But I had about 9,000 health. That's about all I had. So I made one mistake and I was down. Down and out. And as a DPSer, you never wanted to go down and out. Because your druids wanted to save their reses for the important things, like the tank and the healers. Not some DPS guy. So I had to play cautiously and carefully. It was a lot of fun, though. Later on, they fixed it to where you really had a tough time to pass the tank on aggro. They gave tanks so much aggro, people almost didn't need their aggro meters anymore. In the olden days, everybody had to pay attention. Healers had to pay attention to the aggro meters. Everybody had to pay attention. My little fire mage was insane. Tier 4. World of Warcraft. Karazhan and Zulaman. We finally farmed Karazhan and then went to Zulaman. You know, I think the damage, I think the aggro on bosses here is completely random. They'll target you a while, they'll target team up for a while, they'll target somebody else for a while. They keep jumping around. You got to always be prepared. I think it's just random. Because I know times I've been targeted by bosses and I know I'm doing probably the least damage of everybody else. If we had aggro, they would never even know I was there. The bosses wouldn't. But they just randomly targeted, like me with Magik. They had Man-Ape down to half health already. So I came in and threw a couple of punches, well, shot a couple of times, and then he targeted me. I wasn't doing more damage than everybody else had done. It's just random. Completely random. If you join a fight that late, you'd never get targeted by the boss. And I just walked in and got targeted by the boss because it's random. Completely random. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you've got aggro on you and you've got stealth or invisibility, things like that, yeah. As far as they're concerned, you're not even there anymore. You left the game. So you can drop aggro, you just can't gain aggro. You can't go in and say, I'm going to get all the aggro. Unless you use something like a taunt. There's a few characters in this game that have a taunt, which I think is the worst design this game has. A taunt is great for a tank when you have dedicated healers. But if you take a taunt power, I think Spider-Man has one, Colossus has one, Thing has one. There's a few characters that have a taunt. But if you taunt in Cosmic Patrols during a 6-wave boss fight, unless you built yourself, unless your average effective health is about 200,000 or more, you're not going to survive. If all 6 cosmic bosses focus you for 5 seconds, that's usually how long those taunts work. You're out of it. You're in trouble unless you can run away or go invisible or stealth or something. So I have no clue why they gave some characters taunts. It's ridiculous. And then there's one artifact in the game, Blob's artifact, that has a random taunt on it. I wouldn't put that artifact on any meleeer. And if I put it on a range character, he would have to be a long range character. He'd have to be a long range character. It's just bad game design when you don't have dedicated healers focusing on keeping you alive. You push the taunt, you run away. That's the only thing I can think of it. Jump in the middle of a Sinister 6 wave, hit taunt, and run. And hope you survive. It's ridiculous. All right, who's next on the... who's next? Who's after Magik? I like playing Magik. I passed Magik. Magneto's next.
We have been hated, feared, pushed to the edge of extinction, but no more.
You talk too much. So what do we know about Magneto? Max Eisenhart. Utilizing his control over electromagnetism, Magneto has used his powers for many purposes. Leader of the Brotherhood, terrorist, and even X-Man. Once a close friend to Professor Charles Xavier, Magneto took a more extreme path against prejudice and used his powers to prove mutants' kind's superiority by any means necessary. Not an unreasonable man by any means, Magneto has been known to work on the side of angels if he feels it will accomplish noble goals, and this time is no different. So he's one of the many guys who will work for himself. And if working for himself aligns with people doing good, then he'll do good because it works for himself. 1963, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. All right, I need to stretch my legs again. It's top of the hour, and then we'll go see what we can do with Magneto. All right. Oops, wrong way. Go this way. The little button you push to raise and lower my recliner is opposite. When you pull it, it pushes you forward. When you push it, it pulls you back. I guess it's like flying a plane where everything's opposite. All right.
bloodshed.
Should have put a song on you for you guys. Didn't know I'd be gone so long. All right. I want to go back, so I need to push it forward. All right. There we go. Let's go see what Magneto can do. Oh, run out of buffs. So let's go to Avengers Tower.
Good to see you here.
All right.
How can someone as gentle as Storm hold such power?
Such power. One minute. Anybody working on this guy up here?
What right you have? What have you done?
Where'd you go, Magik? You're supposed to be watching my back. There she is. 7 seconds. Anarchy of goblins.
Almost lost control there for a moment.
Hello. Welcome back. Bye. You didn't have to say a hi or a bye. You can slip in and out in lurker mode. Um,
This is a slap on the wrist compared to the genocide that befallen my people. I could crush your armor form like aluminum foil
you can interrupt,
and allow me to work.
but it's with diminishing returns, I believe. In other words, you can't. I think crowd control in this game is just, it's a mess. I think it actually works on bosses. There are a few powers in the game that are called that are considered what's the word? There's some powers in this game that have a word tied to them. Irresistible. There are a few powers in this game called irresistible. But they don't work for a long period of time. In other words, if you've got an irresistible stun for 3 seconds, it's probably not going to keep them stunned for 3 seconds. It might, I'm not sure. But there are some powers in this game that have the word irresistible tied to them. So even a boss can't resist it. But they're so few and so far between, I'm not sure you ever even notice. No. You'd never be able to confuse a boss to kill another boss. If you got to confuse off on a boss, it would probably just interrupt him for a second. In other words, if it's Juggernaut and he's about to charge and you hit him with the confuse and it actually hit him with the confuse, he might stand up instead of charge. But he's not going to go beat on somebody else. Now you can confuse non-bosses during a boss fight, and they can come and beat on the boss just like everybody else. But no, you can't confuse a boss. You can't mind control a boss. You can't stun lock. probably a bug. It won't last forever.
But Thor's just loud.
Whenever something seems like it's too good to be true, it usually goes and gets changed. Alright. Go this way. Keep that. This way. This way. Then enjoy it while you have it.
Now, where did I put my latest inventions?
We will unleash fury, the likes of which have never been seen before.
How is the population of this game now? I don't know about console numbers, and I don't really know about PC numbers because I don't play through Steam. I've got over 5,000 hours in this game, and if you look on Steam, I've played it for 2 hours, and that was once when I was having trouble with the game client, and I had to play on Steam. So you'd have to go to Steam to find out the answers to those questions. There's a bunch of people playing today. Monday not so much, but it was a holiday in the United States of America. People were out enjoying their last I hate targeting. It's stupid. I couldn't target him, so I thought, well, maybe I need to get closer to it. Well, I got too close to it. The guy who created the Sentinels did a bad job. Because you can't target them. Their hitbox is too small. Yeah, in this game, you use your arrow to target.
You scurvy dog.
And then you got to hold your cursor there. And something as big as a sentinel see how it's weird. That one's not as bad as the other guy was. Of course, the inability to rotate your camera to get a better view, to lower your camera to where you can get a better view. There's all kinds of problems with this game. But it's old. I call it a 20th century game. It uses the Unreal 3 engine. Unreal's up in the 4s now. It uses DX9, which is up in the 12s now. It's old. What am I here for? They haven't kept up with the times. When you look at options,
Don't even get me started on that guy.
there's no 1440. There's no 2060. It's only 1080. It's old.
Hey, Tony.
I gotta find something new.
I got my eye on it.
I gotta find something different to play. But I keep waiting and waiting and waiting. Alright, this one is speed, so that can go there. This one is intelligence, so that can go there. Alright. Very good. And we need durability. And we need energy. Durability and energy. Don't really need to keep that one. I'll keep it. For people that I don't care about. Warframe. Is that a brand new game? Just came out? See, my problem is I've got a 4K TV here that I'd like to use. I've got a 6-core, 12-thread processor that I'd like to use. Got a GTX 1080 that I'd like to use. You can play this game with a 6-year-old processor, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and a GTX 670. Because that's the computer I gave my brother-in-law. See? I'm looking at Ashes of Creation, but it's still another year away. I want to be able to play Magik characters. I'm not into swords, daggers, bow and arrows, guns. I want to manipulate the forces of magic. I like to play wizards, mages, sorcerers, druids, shaman. Anything that you can do in real life, it does not appeal to me whatsoever. That's why I don't play first-person shooters. The whole fantasy genre is just it's gone downhill over the years. Everybody's into space now and stab each other in the back. I'd like to play a bard or a I need to move to Japan, I think. They're still really big into that stuff over there. Or at least hope that that stuff in Japan becomes popular enough that they make English versions. English versions. Space shooters. Yeah. Space and shooters. If you go to Twitch, go to the games tab and see what's up there. You've got, of course, your MOBAs, League of Legends and Dota, and you got your card playing games, Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone, and I've been looking at all the new stuff coming to Guild Wars 2. I used to play Guild Wars 2. I used to run around in World PvP in Guild Wars 2. That was a lot of fun. World versus world versus world. That was a lot of fun in Guild Wars.
Let me show you how it's done.
Your sister is all kinds of dangerous, Colossus. Keep her safe.
Trust me, you won't like Hulk when he's angry.
Your sister is all kinds of dangerous, Colossus. Keep her safe. I think what he is trying to say is, keep us safe. Oh, I'm not leaving anytime soon. My biggest fear with Omega is it's too easy. If it's too easy, then we don't need the gear. If we don't need the gear, then why play to get the gear?
Cease this madness at once. I came to fight, not to be annoyed.
I came to fight, not to be annoyed. So I'm worried it's going to come out and it's not going to be hard. And I'm going to think, well, the gear I have is just fine. I got nothing to do. I need to find something to do. I wonder what this game's like. I have 1,100 affinity points on a secondary account. I stopped in January on playing this account for a while and started playing another account because I didn't have anything to do. And then a few weeks ago, I realized, hey, all those cosmic artifacts that I've been picking up, I can't trade them to my main account, which is this account. So I realized I need to stop playing that account and get back to this account. Because if Omega difficulty is where I want it to be, I'm going to need those. I'm going to need those cosmic artifacts. And I've got to play on this account to get those cosmic artifacts. What's the drop rate like on PC? Well, it's random. It's RNG.
I battled gods and demons, but Thor is just wow.
Yeah, I remember what
So,
you told me, Taskmaster. Can it?
let me ask you this. How are you with RNG? Are you and RNG close personal friends? Do you flirt with RNG? And RNG gives you all kinds of stuff in return? Are you terrible at luck? Do you never get the die roll you want when you play games? It's an RNG game. Only you know what kind of luck you have. I've been a lucky person all my life. Drops in this game seem insane to me, but I also have siblings that quit wanting to play games with me because I'd always win because of my luck. So, only you know how the drops are in this game. If you have terrible luck with RNG, then this game's not going to be any better. If you're an extremely lucky person with RNG, then this game's going to be crazy good for you. I tell people all the time to never judge the drop rates in this game by my play.
You will never learn by watching me, Taskmaster. I bet that eats you up inside.
Yesterday I walked into Cosmic Hightown, and I said out loud, I need a cosmic energy focusing crystal. And I need cosmic flags. And I went to Crossbone, or somebody. I went to one of the bosses, and I took him out, and guess what I got? I got a cosmic energy focusing rifle. But you can't judge this game by my play. You'll be very disappointed. You can only judge it by your luck with Miss RNG or Mr. RNG or whatever you call RNG. To me, RNG's a pair of twins. There's Miss RNG, who I constantly flirt with, and she gives me all matters of goodies that I want. And then there's her twin brother, Mr. RNG, that when I realize he's the one that's in control, I become very rude and very threatening to Mr. RNG until he's convinced that I'm going to tell his sister on him. And then he either plays nicely or he walks away and turns it back over to his sister. So, that's my definition of drops in this game. So there you go. When I was raiding in World of Warcraft, everybody in my raid knew that they had to wait till I got all my gear before they could get anything. It was just a fact of life. Nobody complained. They just knew that that's what was going to happen. That I'd be the first guy in the guild that would have all my gear. Just a fact of life. They lived with it. No matter how much I apologized, I couldn't make my roles change. There's nothing I could do. Miss RNG has a crush on me, I think. Or she's really fond of me.
They sure grow them ugly where you come from.
One of the rarest drops in this game is a character token. The reason they're rare is because there's not many villains that we fight in this game that we can actually play. Green Goblin's one. Venom is one. Juggernaut is one. Well, I got the Green Goblin token today already. I got the Green Goblin token a week or two ago too. So in the last couple weeks, I've gotten 2 Green Goblin tokens, character tokens. Some people have played this game more hours than me and have never gotten a character token. I've gotten 2 in the last 2 weeks. Yep, Magneto, Elektra. I've gotten 2 Green Goblins. The odds of getting 1 Green Goblin character token is low. The odds of getting 2 in 2 weeks It's got to be astronomically low.
Do not push me.
Thanks. I'll get you back, I promise.
Oh, no, I don't. I don't need a ninja tabby boot. It's a Cargill. I don't need it. It's junk. There's only one character in the game I put this on, and that's Taskmaster. And he's already got one. So I just destroy it. I destroy several of those a day. What is the best character to farm? Cosmic Danger Room boss. In mind, I have Juggernaut. Cosmic Danger Room is a different animal. The only character I ever geared up to do Cosmic Danger Room was my Spider Girl. In Spider Girl, I put a Shield of Perseus on so that I could do Cosmic Danger Room. So I had about 65% damage reduction. So I think that's Shocker. Yep, Shocker. I had 35k health. I don't know. Something crazy. But that's the only character I ever geared up to do Cosmic Danger Rooms. Even though, as you know, I prefer ranged magic female characters. I took somebody in that had a lot of dodge, a lot of damage reduction, and a lot of health, and could still do a little decent damage. Other people have geared up other characters to do Cosmic Danger Rooms. Right now, out of my 63 very well geared characters, I've got zero that I would take into Cosmic Danger Room, because I geared them all for Cosmic Patrols. Now I could change Spider Girl's gear around, and I could re-gear her for Cosmic Danger Rooms, but I don't really play Cosmic Danger Rooms. Not anymore. But she's the only character I ever took into Cosmic Danger Rooms. Not completely comfortably, because I'm not comfortable with melee characters, and I'm not comfortable with getting smacked around so much. Scroll Nick Fury. I don't think so. Alright. I'm starting to have some severe abdominal pains. So it's almost time to take midday break. Anyway, let's put until I come back and clean all this stuff up. I'll throw that there. And nope, this goes there. This goes there. And who will I be playing when I come back after midday break? If my abdomen settles down. Who's after Magneto? Moon Knight. Moon Knight will be the next. Nope, Mr. Fantastic is next. How did I miss that? Oh, they're backwards. That's funny. I had them backwards here. My alphabet. I don't know my alphabet. So it'll be Mr. Fantastic when I come back.
Oh, don't worry about me. I was just solving the world's problems in my head.
Another egotistical, narcissistic Tom Stark team club. He's a team Iron Man. All right. Midday break. Hey, you people who watch me on YouTube. You YouTubeites. Thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube. See you later, YouTubers.